Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're starting bareface. You're not going to get intro because I did cut my hair and I do want to show it at the end, and you guys can skip all you want, but just know there's probably an ad here or there if you're not on YouTube Red. So we're just going to jump right into this video, and today, I don't even know what I'm doing. It's going to be a simple look. Like I mentioned in my last video, I think it was my last video. It's going to be a simple look because that's where I'm going right now. I'm just trying to focus on the makeup. Everybody else is focusing on drama. I'm staying out of that. So I'm going to go into the Profusion's Chocolates palette, which is something I was sent before I went to New York. I will be talking about New York during this video a lot, quite a bit, kind of recapping. Because I didn't vlog. I did say I was going to vlog and I didn't. And I think I'm glad I didn't because I had so much fun. Like, it was such an amazing trip this time around and I cannot wait to go back already. But before I go into all this, I forgot I need to do my eyebrows and set my lid. Clearly, it's been a while since I recorded because I was about to, like, go in. And I'll be right back. Okay, now that my brows are on, we can proceed. So I'm going to go into the Chocolates palette. And like I said, this is one I was just sent right before we left for New York. And I swear by these palettes. Like, these are $10 palettes. I haven't used this one yet, so hopefully it doesn't let me down like the Neutrals one did that I mentioned in my favorites video. If you guys haven't seen that video, you guys need to see it. I will link it down below. But these are like so pigmented, and they're only $10. And you can find them at Target. And I think $10 for this many shades is insane. Like, incredibly insane. So, go get yours. This was sent as PR. Although, honestly, they have this really bright one that I need to get my ass to Target for. Pardon my language, this video is going to get demonetized, I bet you, like my last one. I don't even know why the last one was demonetized, but it was. So, next we're going to go into this green shade. I think it's called Quest. I'm not even going to guess names anymore because my last video where I screwed that up. Okay, it's pigmented. That's what I was worried about. So, New York. I will be posting probably a haul video. Actually, I think it'll be an unboxing slash haul video. So it might be long. So if you're new here and not subscribed, subscribe. And if you don't have my notifications on, then please turn those on so you know when I post a video, which is hopefully going to happen a lot more often now that I'm back from vacation, now that my mindset's like away from vacation, not like that's like not consuming my every thought. I don't want this to muddy. So our trip did not start off with a bang. We get to the airport, we board the plane out of Pasco, which is the closest airport to us, like it's literally across the bridge, and the flight was delayed leaving because they said Seattle had too much traffic, which is where we were flying to, so we had to wait until they cleared some airspace so that they can receive the plane. So we were delayed not too long, maybe 20 minutes, I would say. Those little spots not picking up product. Anyways, so finally we get there, and of course we're on the opposite side terminal, so we book it to the opposite side of the terminal to get to our next flight, which is the one that's going to take us to New York. And we get on our plane with like plenty of time to spare. Go to this one. We're sitting there, and we're sitting there, and we're sitting there. And it takes them about 45 minutes to say that a light came on, like a sensor came on. So they wanted to look into it to see, you know, safety first. Which is like, okay, you know what, we're flying a plane across the freaking country. That's fine by us. So we waited, and we waited, and we waited. Finally, after about an hour and 45 minutes, the plane was supposed to leave like 8:50. We didn't leave until after midnight. So it was, by the time we heard back, they told us, okay, we're switching planes. So we had to wait for them to find a plane for us to switch to. Finally, we switched planes, and then we leave maybe like half an hour later, if that. So like I said, we didn't leave until well after. What the hell? This little spot on my eye. What the frickin' hell? Anyway, so we didn't leave it until well after midnight, which means we didn't get in until 2 hours later. The total delay time was just under 4 hours. And I know this because I called Alaska because they wanted us to give our feedback, which we did. And they're like, okay, your delay was just under 4 hours. Just under 4 hours? Like, that's insane. So we get to New York, exhausted, We have our breakfast. Well, we take the Uber. Actually, we took a taxi. We took the taxi to our Airbnb, which was so stinking cute. Perfect location. A little loud, but it was just perfect New York experience. This little spot's throwing me off. I don't know if I like that. So we get there, have our breakfast, and then we actually napped. So we all napped because we were so exhausted because of the flight delay. Then we wake up like around 11 o'clock. We go into the city and we have a blast, but that was the day where it was the most, like, because of the weather, the Hurricane Michael Scott, as I call him, like from The Office, because anyways. And we'd never experienced that. The rain was insane. We did make it to Levon Bakery, which was on our list of things to do. We tried to go to Central Park, but that didn't happen because the rain just was pouring by that point. So we just went to a cafe and chilled for a little bit in Times Square. I was so sad we didn't make it to Central Park this year, but it's okay, which means I have to go back super duper soon. I'm gonna go into this shade here, which is Sunny, and do most of my lid. Okay, let's try a third brush. There we go. I think I'm gonna spray this. Okay, so I'm having trouble like picking this up with some of my brushes because all my favorite brushes are dirty. I'm gonna go into this shade here at the bottom so I can blend them together. So anyways, so Thursday, that's kind of what happened. After it rained, we went back pretty early. I don't want to say too early, but we went back fairly early just because we were so exhausted from like the flight and just napping. Like we didn't get proper sleep that night. And then of course, just traveling the city. So we took it pretty easy Thursday. We did get to see a lot, but we took it pretty easy. So Friday was like the amazing day. What we did was we went to Wonder World NYC and saw the current Wonderland display. That was so fun. We got so many cute pictures. And honestly, seriously, thank you guys so much for the love on the posts that were not makeup related. Like I was super overwhelmed by how much love. I was expecting them to get maybe like 100 likes here and there, but no, you guys were so amazing and made me feel like I should share more lifestyle, even though I don't really have a fancy, exciting life, to be honest. I'm pretty low key. I keep everything pretty chill in my life. I'm gonna go into this shade right here, which I know is kind of hard to swatch, and it's one of those flaky like glitters, but I just want to touch it like this, just like a little accent, because it's, see if you guys can see that. And then from the Wonder World, we went to Soho, Chinatown, Little Italy, which was amazing. We went back to change, and then we went to where we were staying was the Seaport area, which was so, like, I highly recommend that area. In fact, I will link down the Airbnb that we stayed at so you guys can check it out. It's so good. We'll go back there, most definitely. It's a little on the pricey side, but kind of like hotel pricey, and you get just like the New York experience, and that was my favorite part of it. So I highly recommend that place. So I think I am going to go here just to smoke out right below the green so that when I put on falsies, it's not like washed out or it doesn't look super obvious that I'm wearing wings. There we go. And just deepen that a little bit. So after we explored the Seaport area we stayed at, we went to have lunch at like this Luchadora's place, I think is what it's called. It was so good. I had carne asada, Jesse's telling me what I had, I don't remember. I had carne asada taco with elote, and I hadn't had elote because I am doing keto, which I'm so impressed by my results, by the way. I don't know if I should do a video on it or not, but let me tell you, I love it. Anyway, so we had lunch at the Luchadoras thing, then we headed into the city to go to the basketball game. It was my first time visiting, well, both bars, all bars actually. It was our first time visiting MSG. I really wanted to go to the Sharks game, which we didn't go to, but it's okay because we still had a really good time. Like, it was just being in that atmosphere, that environment, like experiencing MSG in New York. And it was, I think it was a preseason game is what she said. It was Brooklyn versus New York, and I don't even know who won because we did leave a little bit early, so we can explore the city some more. But it was just fun because we experienced it. that was probably my favorite day out of all of them, was Friday. So I'm going to go into this glitter injections in the shade Can't Mold Me Down, just so I can put some glitter right here. Okay, this makeup is kind of drag makeup-y, and I love it. I'm going to take the green and go under my ojo and blend it up into that. Yeah, this palette is so pretty, like a super fall palette. I'm going to take a little bit of this shade, I think, right here. Let's see if I can highlight the brow bone with it. It's super gold. Okay, so I'm going to do the other eye off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, for being completely honest, I was not expecting to go this, like, hard with makeup. Well, this look, I was actually going to do a super simple soft look because I just wanted to reveal my hair. So this look is a little out there, a little crazy. Not crazy, but a little not what I was expecting to do. Not your everyday look. So I'm going to go into face, but I have to prime first. And I'm going to use what I've been using, which is the Laura Mercier primer. So as far as Saturday goes, that was Gen Beauty Day. And Jesse decided that morning he was going to go with me. And I was really fun. That was really exciting because honestly, I done the last 2 years by myself, and then the year before I did it with my friend in LA. So it was nice and fun. And we had already talked about it before, him possibly going with me, but it was never ever like decided that he would do it. And like randomly, like that morning, he's like, I just bought my ticket. So we went together, which was really nice. And I should have known it was going to be an off day when A, we woke up late, and B, the Uber driver dropped us off literally the opposite side of the Javits Center. Like, he took us to the back end, so we had to walk all the way down, all the way around to get inside. And as a creator, you know, we're supposed to be, I don't want to say treated differently, but there's supposed to be perks. And I didn't feel any perks this year. And I don't know if it was the way they did it, like as far as the band goes. But I was told, you know, just present this, and then, you know, things will be different than if you're a regular attendee. And it just wasn't. And I wasn't there to meet with very many brands because I felt like a lot of the brands that were there, A, I received PR from, B, I have contacts for, or I just wasn't interested in working with, you know, type thing. Like, I'm all about free makeup, but there's no point in reaching out or networking with a brand that you're not interested in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not greedy. Like, it's not for the makeup for me. Not like one of those people. You know, I know there's a lot of people that I know that are like that and really just only care for PR. That's just not it for me. I really could care less. You know, it's the mentality I had this year going into it was I really don't care about PR or networking with too many brands because I already network with a lot of them. So as far as Gen Beauty goes, it wasn't my favorite. In fact, it was my least favorite. And I don't know. I wasn't about it. And I felt really bad because that was Jesse's first one. We got food there, which was a first for me. I usually don't eat at Gen Beauty's. But it wasn't very good. And the customer service was really bad. Like, there was this really rude guy that was serving everyone. And it just, like, turned me off. I'm like, damn, this is horrible. I'm going to an oldie for the highlight because this look definitely calls for a more gold tone highlight. Should have put on the Rosie actually. So for lips, this is in the shade Paradise Lost from Covergirl. This is their Melting Pot lip. Wanted to do something brown. So after Gen Beauty, after that whole thing, we went back. Yeah, we went back to our Airbnb. We had sushi on the seaport area. And then we went on a cruise, which was weird. It was a unique experience. The food was garbage, but the cruise was so amazing. It took off on one of the piers on the Hudson, on, of course, the Manhattan side. And then it just, like, went past Jersey City, Manhattan, all the way down to like the Statue of Liberty kind of, and then it looped around down to Brooklyn Bridge, past it, and then all the way back. And it was just like a super cool experience, you know, seeing the city from that perspective. So that was just one of my favorite parts of Saturday night. But the funny thing is, when we were trying to get there, we ended up taking a subway in the opposite direction. So we were about 12 stops away from where we needed to be. That was not fun. that it happened. And then Sunday was one of my favorite days because we went to Coney Island, which was something that me and Jesse had been wanting to do for years, and that's because we watched Mr. Robot, and Mr. Robot takes place there, or they filmed it there, which is just like kind of fun for us. We like to sightsee when it comes to places that are being have been recorded at. So that was fun. I mean, we spent, it was cold, but we spent it there, and then we went back into, we went to, I think, Soho area. I'm going to set with the Urban Decay All Nighter Cherry Scented Spray, and I'm going to shake it a little bit. This one, I haven't quite decided if I like it or love it yet. I did watch a Tarte review, and she said it smelled like medicine, and I'm like, not really, but I can see where some people wouldn't like it, so it is definitely not for everyone when it comes to scent. I don't like artificial cherry flavored anything, but I do like the scent of it. So for mascara, I'm going to go into the Mature Big One. This is the waterproof one that I've been wearing a lot lately, and I already forgot to curl my lashes, but this mascara didn't let me down. I thought it wasn't going to be as good as the original one, but it was, so I'm really happy with it. For lashes, I'm going to go into the Girl Boss lashes from Tarte Cosmetics, and that'll complete this look. I will do my hair, and I'll be right back. And we're back. That was it. This is the look. This is my new hair. I know it seems long. Like, I feel like it's almost longer than I want it to be, and my waves fell out because I didn't have enough time to style it like I wanted to, but you guys kind of get the gist of it. There's a little bit of layers. I love it. It's short, but not like short enough so people can be like, oh my god, your hair looks hideous. So I live for short hair. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you like my hair. I hope you like my new video. I will be posting more. I'm actually doing a haul right now, which is back here that you guys can't see, but there's like 8 boxes I want to go through and talk about. But welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm RLQ.Rosie on Instagram. Follow me there if you're not already, and I will link all the rest of my social networks down below, which are basically all RLQ.Rosie, but I'm on everything on all social networks. So if you don't like this video, please just walk away, pretend it did not happen. But as for the rest of you, I will be posting another video really soon, so don't forget to turn on my notifications, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.